All right, James, last question, man. One of the more celebrated undrafted free agents, I guess, of the last 10 years is Wes Welker, receiver out of Texas Tech. Was in your area. Kind of had 3 strikes. Wasn't a big kid. Wasn't a fast kid. Came out of a system that produced a lot of numbers. What was the feeling? I mean, did the Saints ever give him any consideration? What was your feeling on him? I mean, did you feel like here's a guy that really could? I mean, obviously he's a guy who's led the league in receptions a couple years. Was there any? Did you have any foresight on something like him developing into a player like that?
I was in Lubbock, and my first year. I think it was my first or second year. I couldn't remember. And anyway, to make a long story short, I was supposed to be in the press box. It was cold, and I'm sitting out because they give you a ticket, but that's to get in, and then you go to the press box.
Right.
Well, I didn't know, so I'm sitting out there, and it's freezing. I'm watching this guy move around, and he's running, and he's like this little dude. People going crazy on him. He's returning. Matter of fact, he was, I think he, if I can recall, broke the punt return record, but I think it was broke the next year by a guy from Oklahoma, the safety, I think.
Okay.
But Wes had done it then. And I see this little guy, and I see him playing, and I see this guy playing with so much heart. And not only is he playing with heart, he's got talent. He catches the ball, and he knows how to separate. He knows how to make moves, and you're looking at how is this guy doing it? How is this guy doing it? How is this guy doing it? You can't put your hand on it. You can't write it down. He's little. He's not fast in NFL 40 fast time, but he's moving at a good rate. I mean, and we call that functional speed,
sure.
You know, or game speed. And I put out. I recall that today. I wrote a big deal on it, and I put down because I was scared. Put him down as a free agent, top priority free agent, possibly 7th round. I put him in, and then as I wrote that down, and then I'm reading this deal, and what I'm reading is what would classify this guy as a 4th or 5th round draft.
Really?
And then I'm looking at the height. And I'm looking at the size. And I'm thinking, they're going to think I'm crazy when I walk in this room. So I put a small deal at the bottom. If he was bigger, he'd be a 3rd to 4th round draft pick. But he's not. And then I put down, I remember this to this day, I put down, there's something special about him. Now, would I went out on a limb and drafted him in 3rd or 4th? No.
Yeah.
And it shows who did.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody that kind of watched him, he was special. You could see that he was a little bit different than the so-called system guy. He doesn't, and I think, it's my own personal belief that he went to the right place because they use him the exact same way he was used.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he didn't run a lot of routes. I mean, he's crossing stuff and but he's catching. He's tough. He's hard nosed, and I'm really glad I was, wrong about it as a free agent. I mean, but nobody threw that money at him right now. I mean, right off the bat, they're throwing it at him now, and deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't throw it at him right then because everybody had their reservations about that,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing wrong with that. That young man has gone out and has been a heck of a football player. And I am a Wes Welker fan.
Mm-hmm.
Wes Welker fan. I got other scouts coming through. I'm like, hey, you need to watch this. Jay, you laughing. Boom. And then we sit and we're watching them and we're laughing. And one of the guys that was one of our scouts, at the time, we laugh and we joke and kid and stuff. And he's with, New England. And we talking, hey, James, he's special. I said, hey, it's just, so it's good. And then to say I was right on the guy, I don't know if I'm right up on the guy. But if I was right, I'd have put a 3rd round draft pick on. So I'm not going to tell you by no stretch if I was the GM or the director would I draft him in the dog. But I know, if I had a chance to get him, I'd have bought him in.
Mm-hmm.
But however that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a Wes Welker fan because I'm proud of him, of what he's done. And I like good football players and basketball players and baseball players,
Mm-hmm.
and track runners. And I think he's a good solid football player. You know, a guy that makes plays and you can win with.
Mm-hmm. No question.